Ever heard the story of the tortoise and the hare? Well, I have a new version for you. The tortoise and the computer. Picture this. Once upon a time, my computer was so slow, I could brew a fresh pot of coffee, flip through the headlines in the morning paper, and even conquer a Sudoku puzzle before it managed to boot up. And let me tell you, I'm no Sudoku whiz, but the funny thing about slow computers is that they're not so funny when you're on a deadline, or when you just want to check your emails without growing a beard in the process. That's why we're here today. We're going to explore some nifty tricks to get your computer up and running faster than you can say broadband connection. So if you're tired of having enough time to run a marathon while waiting for your computer to start, stick around. So, you want to turn your computer from a tortoise into a hare? Here's how. First up, let's talk about startup programs. You know those apps that pop up every time you boot your computer? Well, some of them are just party crashers, hogging your system's resources. To show them the door, simply open your system configuration, head over to the Startup tab, and uncheck any programs that you don't need launching at startup. Next up, we're going to play housekeeper and clean up your hard disk. Over time, your computer collects a lot of digital dust and grime, slowing down your startup time. But don't worry, you don't need a digital duster for this. Just use the built-in disk cleanup tool. It will sweep away temporary files, system files, and other unnecessary data, making your computer feel fresh and fast. Finally, if you're really serious about speeding things up, consider upgrading your RAM. Think of RAM as your computer's workspace. The more space it has, the more tasks it can handle simultaneously. So by adding more RAM, you're essentially giving your computer a bigger desk to work on. Remember, these are quick tricks, not magic spells. They won't turn your decade-old computer into a brand new supercomputer overnight, but they can help you squeeze a little more speed out of your system. And just like that, your computer might just beat you in a sprint. Phew, that was a whirlwind of speedy tricks. Let's take a moment to catch our breath and do a quick run-through of everything we've covered. First, we dived into the world of startup programs, finding those sneaky little applications that like to launch themselves when your computer starts. By disabling these unnecessary party crashers, we free up system resources and give our computer a faster start. Next, we switched gears and got our hands dirty cleaning up the hard disk. Just like a cluttered room can slow you down, a cluttered hard disk can slow down your computer. By getting rid of unwanted files and freeing up space, we're not just tidying up. We're giving our computer a much-needed boost. And finally, we talked about upgrading your computer's RAM. Think of RAM as your computer's workspace. The more you have, the more tasks your computer can handle at once. It's like having a bigger desk to work on. So if your computer is still slow after all the cleaning and disabling, it might be time to consider expanding its workspace. Now, it's your turn to try these tricks out. Feel free to share your experiences, successes, or even epic fails in the comments. We're all here to learn and improve. So, say goodbye to your tortoise computer and hello to the hare. Until next time, stay speedy, my friends.